To the Waitress Academy live stream. We're streaming live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. It's a wonderful morning, sunny outside, although cold in the mountain. We have the first snow, a lot of play and swimming and anything, not still skiing in the mountain. But anyway, we had a nice weekend. I hope everybody had a nice weekend as well. And I am working on a new video. Actually, a lot of new videos are coming in the next few weeks. There will be almost every day a new video, I hope. But I'm working on a video that is all about how to increase your income, how to increase your income as waiters. Listen, I truly believe that if you go to work today, you gotta do everything you can to maximize your earning potentials. All right. And to maximize earning potentials means nothing else but making more tip for waiters, right? It's not just that, but that's how we increase our earnings. Now, once you're doing great job and you're making money as a tip and everything like that, your management sees what you're doing, guys, and you get better station, you got a better shift, and that's another way to increase your earning potentials. But of course, first you have to prove yourself that you're really good. So we're going to talk about the 3 things that make money for waiters, and of course there are more things, and one of them is really important, so it's going to be a bonus, and that's going to be the video. But for my biggest fans that come and see me here on the live stream, I want to give you a heads up, and we are going to talk a little bit about that. And what is it? I don't have my glasses. It's really hard to see. I think it's MD. Anyway, where I will check the messages after that. 3 things that makes waiters earn more tip. The first thing is small talk. You need to learn how to small talk with your guests, because during these little conversations you establish a little bit of personal relationship, or a lot of personal relationship with your guest, and that makes them, of course, more comfortable being there. Makes them like you more, and when the time comes to pay the bill, they tip you better. All right. Another thing, confidence. It's proven that people that exude confidence, radiate confidence at all the time during the service, make more tip than the people that just feel insecure, not confident, doubtful. You have to radiate confidence 100% of the time while you're in front of the guest. I guarantee you, you will probably double your tip just by being confident. Of course, confidence is not cockiness, all right? It's not like, hey man, I'm the best in the world. No, none of this, all right? Confidence means that you are calm under pressure. Confidence means that you can answer any questions the guests ask. Confidence means that you can provide the service with finesse, with elegance. That's what confidence means. All right. It's not like I'm the best in the world, man, whatever. This is not confidence. So, guys, small talk. This is going to help you tremendously improve your tip. Confidence. Radiate confidence 100% of the time. It's very important that it's 100% of the time, because you can be confident about anything, and suddenly the guest, let's say, ask you a question that you have no answer. All right. And you show doubt, like, I'm sorry, I have to go and ask the chef. All right. So immediately the level of trust in you goes down. And that's why I say confidence comes from the skills and the knowledge, the experience, all right? But it's something that you can gain, something that you can practice to get, because it helps you. It helps you. You move around the restaurant with confidence. You talk with confidence. That gives you tremendous advantage, because guests want to see waiter like that. All right, they feel they are in comfortable, they're in good hands. You know, this guy is so confident, he will take care of us, everything will be fine, I have no doubt about it. That makes them feel good, and that shows when they sign the check or pay the bill, whatever it is. Oh, what was that? Where was I? So we said small talk, confidence. What else brings you? Well, I forgot the video I was supposed to shoot. All right. So another thing, anticipation. If you make it like you push yourself to be on top of everything that's happening on your station, and you anticipate your guest need, I'm telling you, nothing impresses guests more than anticipating their needs. Don't wait for the guest to ask you for water. Don't wait for the guest to ask you for extra sauce, cheese, black pepper, whatever. Every food comes with something extra, like you bring pasta carbonara. All right, with pasta carbonara, we always offer black pepper, fresh black pepper, not the black pepper that stays on the menage in the table. Okay, you bring a nice juicy steak to the table, you always ask if they want black pepper on top of that, extra juice, extra sauce on with the steak, if they want, if you can offer that, you know, because some people like to pepper the steak with something spicy or some salt. But you anticipate that, because it's normal that the guest will ask. Don't wait for the guest to ask. Anticipate their need. You see that somebody drops a napkin on the floor. Usually guests will just pick up the napkin, drop it up, and no, you go straight there with a new napkin. Excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, sir, let me change this for you. Thank you so much. All right, that impresses the guest. And like I said, nothing impresses the guest more than anticipating their needs. And that's how you earn the tip. All right, so it is extremely important that you, this is something that you have to convince yourself to do it, because it's a extra effort. All right, I understand, and we are always busy, we are always stressed, and we are not willing to give this extra effort. But since you are there and you're spending your time, why wouldn't you want to make the most money you could possibly make? And this is the way. Earn better tip. If the bill is $100, you make sure you make 20% tip. All right, especially in the United States. Okay, now in Europe, that's going to be tough. Make sure that in Europe at least you make 10% tip, all right, because that's the average. In other countries, in other continents, it's a different situation, but the thing is that you should strive to make the best you can. That's it. All right, so 3 things we already mentioned. Small talk. Establish this personal relationship with the guest. Confidence. Be confident 100% of the time. Anticipating guest needs. Nothing impresses the guest like you anticipate their needs. All right, and a bonus one. Guests always tip on the whatever the bill is. All right, they always base their tip on the bill. Of course, how much the bill is, how satisfied they are with the service and the food, and then they just balance those and give you the tip. So if we can increase the bill, what's going to happen with your tip? Most likely the tip will also increase because the bill goes up. The tip is always a percentage of the bill. They might not tip 20%. Those guests might tip always 10%, all right, if they get good service. So if they get good service, they will give you 10%. Now imagine if you sell a nice bottle of wine. That will bring the bill up, and that will bring your tip up. So becoming a top seller, all right, becoming a top seller is going to increase your money tremendously. And especially if you are Australia, Canada, United States, all right, where you on average make 18-20% tip. That's a lot of percentages, from the bill. And if you sell a nice bottle of wine, a tomahawk steak, or the chef special that is like 20 bucks more than an average meal in the restaurant, you start making money. But that is a skill. Selling is a skill. You need to work on them. By the way, we have videos for all those things. We have a video for small talk, how to master small talk. We have a video how to become a top seller. It's not only video, we have a lessons and everything, how to become a top seller. Anticipating needs also, we have a video. We have a whole chapter in the waiter training course, in the fine dining service course, about confidence, because it's important. But those are the things. Now there are other things also, but those are the 4 most important skills you need to earn and practice, and you will see it's going to change everything. And like I said, if you can master those 4 skills, your service will just skyrocket. You will provide really an exceptional service for your guests that will impress not only your guests but also your management. And this is what brings you to the top of the chain, the food chain in your restaurant. You become the top dog. Top dogs, they get the best shift and the best station. What that means, you are making again more money. So it's one thing to work lunch. Let's say you work in the top restaurant in your whatever town, but you're working lunch. Are you going to make a lot of money? No. Lunch is always like 3 times less money, 4 times less money what a dinner waiter's earning. So you go over there, maybe you start as a lunch waiter. That's fine. You prove yourself. You master all those 4 skills. You make a lot of money, but you also make your guests happy. The manager sees that and say, hey, this guy or this girl deserves to get a dinner shift. Let's give them a dinner shift. You go to a dinner and you start making 4 times more money. All right? But let me tell you something. You get a dinner shift, but you're not going to be the top dog in the dinner shift. You're going to get a small station somewhere in a corner, and you're going to start again working to prove yourself. You're going to be making 4 times more money than lunchtime. But there's a lot of more earning potential on this job. You just need to move from the corner station to the top station on the terrace or whatever, with the view or whatever you have, and from a 4 o'clock shift to a 6 o'clock shift. So you work from 6 to 11 on the top station, and in those 5 hours, let's say like we are doing in Vegas, you make $400, $500, $600 net income tip in your pocket. This is how waiters maximize their earning potentials. All right, guys. Now I see a lot of comments, so I go get my glasses. I don't know where they are, and I'll be right back so I can see who is writing and what they're writing, and I can answer those comments. So just give me 1 second, please. and I'll be right back. There you go. By the way, yesterday I told you that I'm setting up a goal for next year to have my abs, six-pack abs ready for summer and 2025. And I'm telling you guys, for the last month, I've been working really hard. I can start seeing already some little, some ab muscles showing up, and nice. Good. So let's see now what's going on. MD says, sirs, I'm doing hotel management. Great, man. Do hotel management, but I will tell you right now, get a job. All right? While you're studying, get a part-time job working for a top hotel in your area so you can practice what you're learning and you can already start building a career. So by the time you finish your hotel management, you have already built, the ground, so you can start building on top. Not finishing school, you have no experience, and they will start you again from the bottom, and then you can start building. That's not the right way to do it. Just go get a job. Make sure you get a job at the top hotel. Doesn't matter what kind of job they'll give you right now. Start from the bottom, doesn't matter, but start in the top hotel so you can build your career there while you're studying, and they can offer you a really nice starting position once you finish your management school. All right. Lucky Oja, I gotta be a soldier boy. I do audit. You do audit. All right, man. Pino Ayurveda world. Pino Ayurveda world. What gas and what else? Bike in petrol and diesel, and what make it in language? It's very always ask. Whoa. Your language is very best. Always ask. So I don't know what Pino meant by that, but doesn't matter. Any tips on learning the menu by heart when just starting out? Yeah, man. Listen, I teach you guys how to be the top, really the best new waiter in the restaurant. I have a bunch of videos about that. Before even you go to the restaurant, you call the manager, tell them, hey, after you are hired, tell them, hey, listen, I want you to send me immediately the menu, the wine list, the drink list, and the map, in the restaurant, so I can learn where the tables are and blah, blah, blah. But the menu, you're not going to learn the menu perfectly, but you can prepare yourself. Start reading all the dishes, all the ingredients, preparation procedures, everything that you don't understand, Google it. Google will give you immediately pictures, videos. You can find anything on and on, so you can understand exactly what the dish is, and you learn. There is no quick way to learn those things. When I go to train staff in a restaurant and we are talking with the management and everything like that, and we are creating a training program for their new waiters, I always tell them a new waiter has to spend at least 1 or 2 days on the expo window. All right, so work as a food runner. I don't care, maybe you are the top waiter in the world, but if you don't know the food, if you don't know it by recognizing it by by watching it, and you don't know the ingredients, and you will not be able to do your job properly. So put your new waiters on the expo to work with the kitchen and run the food constantly. In those 2 days, they will be running every dish that you prepare in the restaurant many times, and that's the easiest way a waiter will remember the food. And now, of course, you gotta put the effort to read everything, so you can watch, you can read, and eventually you can test as well. There's always a chance when you work on the expo to test a little bit of this, to test a little bit of that, so you can get all your senses, test, watching, and reading, that's the fastest way a waiter will remember and learn the food. But there are no shortcuts. You gotta put the effort. Um, and this is the easiest thing to do. Now, if they don't have a chance to put you and work as a runner, food runner, or expo for 1 or 2 days, all you can do is just sit down on a computer with the menu, and the next 3 days when you start working, the next 3 days, this is the most important task for you. That's the goal, to learn the menu. Because if you don't know the menu, I can tell you what's going to happen. You're going to make tons of mistakes, and that will be a terrible managers in the restaurant owners making a huge mistake. They putting waiter on the floor, all right, without training, without making sure that he knows the food and everything like that. So this waiter goes over there, waitress, doesn't matter, and start making mistake after mistake. And the moment you get into the kitchen, everybody's berating you. Oh, you stupid, you this, you that, and blah, 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 blah. And what? You establish a terrible connection with the kitchen, with your coworkers, and you from the very beginning you're putting in disadvantage. You start hating them, they start hating you. That's a really bad spot to start your career in a new restaurant. But that's what happens usually, because you don't get the training and you don't get the chance to learn in advance everything that you need to learn, so you minimize the mistakes. And once you hit the floor, you don't go in your relationship, don't go to the bottom of the ocean with the kitchen, with the chef, with the co-workers, because you're making so many mistakes. Sit down, Google everything, so you have a visual, not only reading. Make sure that you Google every single dish. I have chicken parmesan, I don't know, whatever you have in the restaurant in the menu. You Google chicken parmesan, pictures come, recipe comes, video comes with preparation, everything. So you read everything that's put on the thing and you're watching it, and this is much easier way to learn the menu much faster. That's my advice. All right, if they cannot put you to work expo for a day or two. All right, very good question. How many types of wine glass are there? Many types of wine glasses. So usually we separate the wine glasses to white wine, red wine, champagne, whatever. But this is just the basic classification. So you have a lot of different champagne glasses. You got the flute, you got the rose, you got different champagne glasses. You have different red wine glasses. All right, red wine glass, the basic red wine glasses. You have the normal red wine glass. All right. Then you have Burgundy red wine glass. The Burgundy red wine glass is the one that's really, really large, large opening and a large body. That's the Burgundy red wine glass. And every glass has its own qualities. All right. Now you have the Bordeaux red wine glass. The Bordeaux is larger than the normal red wine glass, and a large opening and very long body. All right, so it's a long and large. Presumably that helps tame the tannin in the Bordeaux wine, because the Bordeaux wines are usually with high tannin levels. So you got those. Then you have Rioja glass. The Rioja, that's the Spanish wines. The Rioja wine glass, the red wine glass, they serve it in a smaller, in a specific shape, but smaller wine glass. I don't know why. That's how the Spanish people drink their wine. Then you have port wine glass, sherry glass. Okay, so those are also different type glass. You have the sweet wine glass. The sweet wine glass is usually, because we serve sweet wine in like a 5 cl, 50 milliliters. And so the sweet wine glass is much smaller than a white wine glass or any kind of glass. So it's also very small. Um, what else? We talk about the champagne glasses. We talk about the white wine glasses. They don't differ that much. Um, but yeah, the red wine glasses, they are different. In port wine, sherry, sweet wine, yeah, pretty much that's the basics. Of course, you're gonna see a lot of different shapes of glasses when you start working in the restaurant, because company wants to establish themselves as a difference makers and blah blah blah, and beautiful design and things like that. But basic, those are the wine glasses that you have. Those are the glasses that you have in a restaurant. Let me see. Hey, Cynthia. How you doing, Cynthia? Hey, send me a message. Send me a message. Let's talk. I owe you a certificate, so you should get your certificate. I want to give it to you. All right. So it's you. Just gotta send me a message, please, and I owe you a certificate. Hope everything is nice. Everything is good back home. I think now is summertime. Yeah, summertime is coming there, so you are not like us here, -3, -4 right now, snow outside, pretty. Hey, Simeo, what's going on, man? Good to have you back. Hey, good to have you back too. I'm happy to see you. What's going on with you, man? Yeah, I haven't heard from you a long, long time. Untold facts: how to handle the situation where we serve meat to vegetarian customer. I guess you're talking about mistake. Listen, I want you to understand about mistakes, guys. We all make mistakes. Just accept that. You try to minimize the mistakes that you make, but you will always make a mistake. Now, if you serve a meat to a customer that is a vegetarian and they told you that they are vegetarian, that's I guess, a big mistake. But I can tell you, I have made a huge mistake back in the days when I had a very very important, a sheikh from the Middle East that was with his family, and they were eating, and asked me for a pizza. All right, what pizza I would recommend, and they would tell me, we don't eat pork and blah blah blah. So, and I recommended pizza capricciosa. I think it was a capricciosa, and capricciosa comes with ham on it. And I forgot to take because they wanted vegetables and mushrooms and so on. So, and I forgot to punch in to take it off, to take the pork off, and the pizza came with the pork. The runner run the pizza. I wasn't even there. The guys, there were kids on the table and everything, so they started eating. But he called me, while they're eating, the kids are eating, and he calls me, and it's like, yeah, this is not pork, right? And I'm looking at the pizza, and I was like, no, this is a pork. Why is this pork on the pizza? And I mean, you can imagine what the reaction was on those people. Like, and the kids got really scared because they're not supposed to eat pork, and he started telling them, calm down, calm down, calm down. It's not your fault because we didn't know. We told this guy that we don't eat pork, so it's not your fault. Don't worry. Take it easy. Take it easy. I was really, really, really embarrassed. It was my mistake. You apologize. I comped the whole bill Of course, that doesn't mean nothing to them. They are rich people; they can afford to pay the bill. But I just didn't want them to pay anything. I gave extra desserts for the kids and everything that I could do. But you cannot do much once you made a mistake like that. You can't do nothing. Um, uh, but be sincere, apologize, and offer them something extra. Try to make their evening, you know, as pleasant as possible after a mistake like that. I know that people that don't like meat, don't eat meat, they don't want to be served meat. But if you make a mistake, just follow the tutorial. I have a tutorial how to handle guest complaints. That's going to be a big complaint, so just please apologize, take responsibility, is accept the fault, because most probably that was your fault, and just take all the necessary action. Take away the meat, the dish immediately. Take it away from them so they don't watch it, they don't get more aggravated. um, you know Give them something extra. If you have to comp everything, whatever it is. But yeah, those are things. Just watch the tutorial. There is nothing else you can do. You have to be sincere, apologize, remove the object of their aggravation immediately from the table, from their eyes, offer solution, and be quick, take action, give them feedback, how long it's going to take, what's going to happen right now, apologize again, and then just make sure that everything that you promised that's going to happen in the next few minutes happens, and bring the other dish, and that's it. There's nothing you can do about it. But like I said, don't kill yourself. All right, we all make mistakes. Just accept that everybody makes mistakes. Mr. Ramona say, I need one of those books above you, brother. Yeah, all those books are amazing, man, including my own book, all right? Uh, Listen, those books, um, when I was young, my mother or my father would tell me, hey, man, read books, man. And I was like, I don't want to learn nothing from books. I want to learn from experience. I'm telling you, this was conversation that I have with my father. My father would tell me, why don't you sit down and read a book? I was like, I don't need no books, man. I want to learn from experience. And he would tell me, yeah, but that means you're gonna make a lot of mistakes in life. Like, I'm not scared about mistakes, man. I can handle everything. I'm very smart. So after millions of mistakes and failures and hard time and hardships and whatever you want to call it, I figured out that you better start learning from books together with learning from experience. All right, so you minimize the mistakes and maximize your potentials. Learn to read books, guys. Learn to read books. They are amazing, and they will help you a lot. So this little book, um, of course, everything that I know about becoming a top waiter is inside, but you also have stories. You have stories from my own life, how I built my career, what I went through. Not like what I went through in this book. All right, this book is a different story, but I don't recommend you buying that book over there. Um, it's not a book that everybody should read. So let's just give you an example. The very beginning in my life in United States, I, of course, was looking for a job, right? So I got a job, but I was looking for a better job because, your first job is like you're not making so much money. You're working with people that you don't want to work. You serve people that you don't want to serve. I wanted to work in a fine dining. I wanted to work in upscale and so on and so. So, um, let's see, where was that? Uh, yeah. So I went to apply for a job in a voluntary. I went to apply for a job in a voluntary yacht and golf club. Amazing place. I mean, probably the most amazing place, yacht and golf club right there in Florida. I was living in Florida, in the region that I was living. It was exclusive. It was amazing. There are a lot of amazing places in Florida, of course. If you go to Jupiter Island, you find something that you never find nowhere else. But so I just want to read you this story so you understand how life works. It's not easy. All right, it's nothing is easy because life always surprises me. That's why it's so important to read those books, because if you read this story in this book, it's going to help you overcome the next time you encounter this kind of problem. It's going to help you overcome it. So listen, I wasn't ready to be available about it. Nothing in this world will work for you if you don't hustle. Having a car, I just bought a little car, junk car, because I was working as a waiter in a small restaurant. I bought a car so I can start working around because I was driving a bicycle to work until then. It was my first job in America. And I bought a small car. And when you open the door, the door falls down, and it was like a red door for a white car. It was a Mitsubishi Colt, a small car, and it was a 250,000 kilometers and miles, not kilometers, 250,000 miles. Smoke coming out of the pipe. But anyway, it was a car, and I couldn't drive around. So I go to this place because I saw that they are searching for waiters. Having a car changed my life in America. I could get around, go to a bar, search for a job, visit the beach. It was a beautiful life. All I needed now was a well-paying job. I saw the advertisement in the newspaper, and I headed to voluntary yacht and golf club full of enthusiasm and great expectations. I already had like 6-7 months experience as a waiter in this small family restaurant. So I approached the golf club, and it's a gated community with security officers in front and everything. Hello, can you let me in? I want to apply for the waiter job. The guard didn't even try to come out of the booth or even to open the gate for me. So I got out of the car and went to talk to him. The man looked at me, looked at my shitty car, and barely mumbled, "There is no job here, man." The guy just told me, "There is no job here, man." So imagine how I felt. I knew that there's a job because it was a post in the newspaper. So I didn't bring the newspaper with me, but anyway, I saw it in the newspaper. They're looking for waiters. No one is looking for anything. I didn't care. I didn't carry a paper with me, and that was a mistake. "Can you let me in? I want to talk to the restaurant manager," I said. I realized that the guy was trying to send me away, but I wasn't about to give up so easily. "There is no restaurant manager here. You have made a mistake. You won't let me in?" "No, man. This is a private club. We don't let people in just like that." I could see from the gates that this was the most beautiful country club I had ever seen. I had to get in, and I talked to somebody, but the guard wasn't letting me in. I knew why. My car looked like crap, and my English was broken, that he probably thought I was trying to rob them. I went to my car and left the gate. There was no chance I would give up on this job. I wanted it, and I needed to figure out how to get inside and talk to someone from the restaurant. I made a circle around the golf club and found another gate. All right, so I searched for another gate. Uh, Unfortunately, I had no success there as well. Those guards seemed to talk to each other, and the second one just sent me away in a hurry. I guess this guy warned everybody else, somebody's trying to get in. pay attention. So when I went to the second gate, this guy was like, "Go away, man, go away. We already told you there are no jobs here for you." It was early in the morning and I had day off, so I decided to go for a coffee and walk on the beach. I had to come back later when the guards had changed, and I would bring the newspaper with me this time. This is how I made it inside. I got the job, I started to work in paradise, and I doubled my income. So, what I did is I went to the beach. I spent the time over there. I waited for the afternoon, and I went late around 5 o'clock when the guards already have changed. I didn't bring the car. I walked. I stopped the car a little bit far away on the main street, and I walked to the gate. And I brought the newspaper with me, and I was like, "Hey guys, I saw the advertising in the newspaper, and there was a girl actually, and I came to apply for the job, you know, and she just said, go straight here, turn left, and you will see the clubhouse." And I went there, and the lady was very nice, and she gave me the job. She was like, "All right, let's try, let's see what you can do." She hired three new waiters, and when we went there and we worked the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we worked 16 hours a day, 3 days in a row, because there were banquets, there were golfers, it was crazy. And on Monday, I go to work, and two of those guys are gone. And she called me and was like, "Do you see?" I forgot the names. "Do you see this and this?" I was like, "No, I don't see them." "All right, you're not gonna see them no more. You're the only one that is left and chosen to work here. So congratulations, let's do it." And just like that, because on my little restaurant, this family restaurant I was working, I was making about $50-$60 a day in tip. And when I start working here, I start immediately making. First of all, my salary was they. I don't know why they were paying us such a salary, because in Florida usually waiters don't get the salary, but they were paying a lot of salary, and then you are making double the tip. So I like triple my income. Instead of $1,500, I start no 1,500. I didn't make that much money on the 1,000. Let's say $1,100, something like that. I start making $3,000 a month. I was like, what? Anyway, but you have to always look for maximizing your earning potentials, because that's why we go to work. We go to work to make money. And when we make the money, we can use them to create a beautiful life for ourselves. But thank you, brother, for mentioning the books above. Reading books is important. Cynthia, say hi, Nick. Good to see you again on the live chat. Yeah, okay. So good to see you too, Cynthia, and I hope everything's fine. Yes, summertime. It's 34 degrees. Not bad. I like 34 degrees. Here it's -3 or -4, so that's good. But anyway, though, it's good to have some a little winter also. So we'll see how it goes. Good. Untold facts. What is the difference between food allergies and sensitivity? It's a big difference. Allergies can kill you, all right? And when you are sensitive, then you start feeling uncomfortable. You might have stomach or puking or things like that, but not gonna kill you, all right? So, for example, diarrhea, allergy from nuts can kill a person in less than an hour. If you're really allergic and you eat nuts food, if you don't have the means to help yourself or doctor to come and help you in the next 45 minutes, you can die. Yeah. And at the same time, intolerance, it's called food intolerance. Let's say you have allergy, dairy intolerance. If you eat a dairy product, it might make you very uncomfortable. Diarrhea, puking, stomach ache, and things like that. But it's not going to kill you. So when people come to the restaurant and they tell you, oh, no, I have a food diary allergy, they most probably mean that they have dairy intolerance. But like I said, this is the difference. But we should not make a difference uh, concerning our guest. We don't want to guests to feel uncomfortable. We don't want to guests to have the diarrhea after he eat in the restaurant. We don't want them to feel pain or whatever. So take this serious. All right, intolerance or allergies, those are serious problem that our guests don't want to encounter, and we need to make sure that we do everything to alert the guests, the kitchen, that the guests have this intolerance or allergy or whatever, so the kitchen can take the steps necessary for these guests to feel well and have a nice evening with us. So that's the difference. Allergy can kill. Intolerance or sensitivity, as you call it, will make you very uncomfortable and make you sick, but both are very unpleasant, and we have to make sure that we are taking care of our guests and there are no problems. Simeo, my friend, it is a very doable mistake where everyone does. In my career, I have ever served a Muslim pork. After eating, he then asked the other partner to present the kitchen order ticket to him. Yeah. Well, listen, man, we make mistakes, and those mistakes happen. They are very unpleasant. You just need to learn how to deal with them, because sometimes people just take it so seriously, so personally, that will break your mentality. All right? No, everybody make mistake, and sometimes those mistakes are really terrible. Sometimes we serve allergic people the food that they told us that they're allergic from, and then we gotta call the doctor and they go to a hospital and we got like, what's going on? And that's your mistake. All right, God forbid this person dies, but you know, it happens. Hopefully it never happens to any of us, but it happens sometimes, and it's really, really bad. But you should not kill yourself. All right, just make sure that you learn from this thing, and don't ever again repeat a mistake like that. That's it. So Emil continues, only to find out that I served him pork. Guess what happened? Well, I can imagine, man. We had to go into discussion and apologies, and the entire company, mainly myself, because I really wanted to work. He was very understanding. Yeah, you got lucky. I mean, some people will not be understanding. Some people will make a big fuss of it. I want to fire this guy. I want this and this and this, blah, blah, blah. I will sue the company. It can go really terribly, but you got to understand too, guys, that 99% of the guests are actually good guests. They understand, and they understand, and they will forgive you. It will not go to excessive measures and action. But yeah, 1% of the guests, of course, will try to do everything to take advantage of a situation like that. Simio say, you're looking good, brother. Did you manage to have a waiters academy in Uganda? Not yet. Actually, yesterday I was talking with a lady from Ghana, and now they are going to open the waiters academy in Ghana, and I'm giving her everything, all the training, all the knowledge, everything that I can to help them proceed with this venture. So let's see how it's going to happen. But yeah, slowly we are going to spread all over the world, guys. And that's going to be in Ghana. That's going to be in-person training. The people, the young guys, the girls will be able to go there, train on the spot, get certificates, and then they will be set up with jobs immediately. So it's very admirable what FIU is trying to do, and I'm really happy to help. So yeah, that's a project. And then of course, like I said, hopefully we'll be able to open many more schools like that all over the world. Um, Untold facts. Why don't you give a short book review, becoming a top waiter on your YouTube channel? Um, Becoming, what do you mean? I don't understand what you mean. You mean short book review? I like this. Hey, listen, man, I'm not trying to sell. I'm not trying hard to sell those books or anything like that. If somebody wants to buy the book, you will eventually hear about it, and you will be able to buy it. It's on Amazon. But I'm not trying to sell books, right? Like making money from books. No. Yeah, I listen. I got so much stuff to do, and the books are the way back on my mind. Of course, there's always here on the shelves, and yeah, but not trying to sell the books, especially the one that tells the story of my life in Las Vegas. I'm not trying to sell this one to. Cynthia wanted to buy it, and I convinced her not to buy it. So that's how good a bookseller I am. Anyway, but thank you, Untold Fox. I appreciate that. Cynthia say, I shall send you a message through the Waiters Academy. Just doesn't matter. You can send me a message on Facebook or on YouTube or whatever. You have my email. I have your email. Just send me email. Send me email with your full name, Cynthia. Um, MMA Hi, it says, "Are you believe in God?" I am. I do believe in God. I've been in my life through really hard times, and once in my life I've been through, um, you know, a times that a normal person usually doesn't go through, and when you're in this place and there is nobody that can help you, and not that just that, but everybody's against you and trying to take advantage of you because you are, in hell. There is nothing else that can help you but your faith in God. And boy, did that did that help me stay strong and stay sane, and overcome all those obstacles that those people threw at me, yeah. So I firmly believe in God, and makes me stronger, makes me much stronger than if I didn't have the faith. Simio said Mary. I don't know what Mary means. 710 Denver. Hey, how do you deal with the situation where you forget to type a table order in and it's already been over 15 minutes? Man, that happens so often. That happens so often in our job, man, and it's the worst thing. So that's why it's so important, for you guys to know the steps of service and to follow those steps of service automatically. You're gonna catch up the problem much sooner than usual. So let's say 15 minutes have passed, all right, and you go to and you see that the food is not coming. You go to the kitchen. Hey, what's up with the food to table 15? What table 15? What table 15? What's up with the food? I don't have table 15. Boy, and you realize, my God, I didn't send it. So you go back, you see the computer, nay, there is no table 15. So now the first thing to do is, of course, is to punch it in and send it immediately. All right. And hopefully you have a good relationship with the chef, and just send that you need this ASAP. The next thing to do is just go to the table and explain what happened. Right, straight up. Don't try to come up with some BS. Don't try to to blame somebody else. Don't try to blame the computer system. Don't try to blame. Just go over there, of course, with the proper posture, with the proper face, and tell them, excuse me, guys, I'm really sorry. All right, I made a terrible mistake. I delayed the food. I didn't send the food on time to the kitchen. So it's been already 15 minutes. The kitchen is working now, the food. The chef will do their best to prepare everything, as fast as possible. But it was my fault. And I would like to apologize and offer you maybe a small salad or a soup, or if they already had super salad, you can offer them something to drink, prosecco, glass of prosecco for everybody, whatever. If they say no, we are hungry, we want to eat, this is really terrible, this is really bad, apologize again, tell them it's your mistake, tell them that it's your strive to provide the best service, but unfortunately you made a mistake. If tell them that if they don't want to eat, insist that dessert will be on you. All right, make sure that those guys don't get really pissed off in the next 15-20 minutes until the food gets there, because if you have forgotten the food 15 minutes, now you're sending it, it takes another 15 minutes, they are sitting on an empty table for 30 minutes waiting. If they're hungry, it's going to be a big problem. Now if they're hungry, they most probably will accept a small salad or small soup or whatever, anything that you can bring right away to the table. If they're not hungry, then the problem not going to be such a big deal, but you give them something, you promise them something, like I said, the dessert, all right, or limoncello, whatever you see, if there are kids on the table or whatever it is, the situation, you will offer the things that they might be willing to take, so they now have something that they will expect from you at the end of the evening, and they're not going to be so sour, they're not going to be so angry, they're not going to be so mad. But this is the way. You go, you check it out, you made a mistake, you send the kitchen right the way, you write that this is a late order and you needed a sub, you go to the guest, explain them that there was a mistake, it was your mistake, you apologize, you tell them how much you try to make your guests, happy and blah, 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 but unfortunately, you made a mistake. Offer them, if they're hungry, offer them appetizer, offer them salad, offer them a soup, something that can come in the next 2-3 minutes, 4 minutes to the table. And if they don't accept that, of course, offer them drinks or dessert at the end of the evening. It's on you. This is all you can do. There's nothing else you can do. If they're getting really angry and they don't want to hear none of it, call your manager and he will do the same thing. He will apologize. He will probably comp some of the food or something, but he cannot make the food in the next 30 seconds and bring it to the table. So that's how it is. Accept your fault, apologize, take quick action, and offer something for the guests to appease them. Cynthia, I didn't buy the book, but I still think you are good and sincere. I so enjoyed the job and giving exceptional customer service. Yeah, absolutely. No one at work ever gave me the knowledge that I needed to do this job. I'm the longer standing waiter. I often think back on your advice regarding mistakes and ensuring the best for the guests. Thank you, Cynthia, and I'm really so happy to hear that, because listen, I love the job. A lot of people, my own father was like, why you not, working a banker or whatever, like your friends, like, why would you work as a waiter? And I just tell my dad, hey man, you don't understand that. I love my job. I love what I do. I'm making a lot of money. I'm traveling the world. I live a beautiful life. I love serving the guests and seeing the joy in their eyes and the appreciation in their eyes. So it's very important, makes our life fulfilling. A lot of people hate the job. They don't like to do waiting tables. They stay there because they don't know what else they can do, and that's really terrible. But to those people, I would say also, um, if you get good at what you're doing, you will see that you will slowly also start loving the job. All right? Just because you hate the job, that doesn't mean that the job is bad. You just need to put the effort to get really good at what you're doing. And once you start making the money and seeing the appreciation from your guests, from your management, from your coworkers, you will see how your mental state will change and you will start liking the job. That's going to make your life much more pleasant. And that's how it is. All right, guys, it's been a nice conversation. I think we've been talking for quite a while now. What time is it? I don't know what time is it, but anyway, it's been a while. Yeah, I don't see no time. Interesting. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. It was a really nice. Thank you. Especially appreciate all the questions from the guys that wrote the questions, because that's what the live streams are all about. So 710 Denver and Untold Facts. Hey guys, thank you. Appreciate that. Those questions were really good, and a lot of people that watching the channel, and a lot of people that working as waiters have those same questions. So I hope that we help a lot of people by asking and me answering them. Best of luck to everyone that starts now. I think somebody said that he's starting now a job. Best of luck for the young man that is studying hotel management. And of course, to every one of you, stay safe, stay healthy, stay out of trouble, work hard, make sure you make good money, and enjoy life. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace. Hey, Simio, was nice to see you again, brother. Cynthia, I love to see you on the channel, and send me the email so I can prepare the certificate, and you get the certificate because you deserve it. You finish the course. All right, peace, guys. Talk to you tomorrow. Ciao.